Yeah, which I mean that also has like value too.
Me coming back looking like Edward Cullen.
That'd be fucking insane.
Hello and welcome back to the Nuanced AF pod. I'm Juan.
I'm Lex.
And we are two highly empathetic people who are always trying to find the nuance in everything because everything is nuanced AF. Lex.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome to the new set of Nuanced AF pod. The patrons last week got a sneak peek at this, but this is the worldwide premiere of the new set of Nuanced AF podcast. Yes, this is my new car. Mm-hmm. She is a 2026 Toyota Camry LE front-wheel drive. I think on the bonus content I said four-wheel drive. That is incorrect. She's front-wheel drive. She's a hybrid. She's getting me 50 plus miles per gallon.
Yeah, it is really good.
Very nice.
Very nice.
And she's my first like new car ever. Like I've had used cars in the past that were like new to me, but like this is like new. I got her with like 4 miles on it.
Like she wasn't even built when you went to go buy her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I named her Carly.
Yeah. Cute.
Because I really like that name. I think it is a name of our generation, us young millennials.
Yeah.
Like I said last week, I just think like pretty much every Carly I know that I've ever met, like they're all attractive. So I'm just like, this is a good looking car. And Camry is close to Carly, so I think it all makes sense.
Yeah, the C's.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is our new set. And hope you like it, because I really do.
Juan certainly does, yeah.
I do, yeah. Obviously, I miss the Mazda. I miss Emma.
Yeah, Emma.
But
yeah,
Carly's great too.
Yeah, this is solid. This was a choice and like, you know, moving in the right direction. I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's the best choice for my/our needs.
Yeah, especially when it comes to like gas and everything, and
exactly.
Yeah, and the longevity, and
and like you know the reliability of almost at a Honda, a Toyota.
My Honda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, quite satisfied so far with what I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
So, and if you want to hear us talk about more, we did a whole like 20-minute segment. Again, go check us out on Patreon to see that. All right. Let's get right into Am I the Asshole?
Okay.
For this week, I have Am I the Asshole for charging my friend for the snacks she keeps sampling from my room?
Okay.
So I, 19 female, live in a dorm with 2 other girls. We're all pretty chill, but I'm definitely the one who keeps a mini fridge and a snack drawer stocked. I work a part-time job as a student assistant, so I pay for all my own food. My friend, let's call her Jen, also 19 female, is in my room basically 24/7. She's super sweet, but she has this habit of sampling my snacks. It's never a whole bag of chips or a full soda. It's always, can I have a handful of those, or can I take a sip of that, which is kind of annoying. At first I didn't care, but it's been months and it adds up. Last week, I bought a specific pack of expensive imported ramen I've been wanting to try, and I came back from class to find the pack open and literally half the noodles gone.
Oh.
Jen was like, I just wanted to take a bite and see if I liked it. I told her she needs to stop eating my stuff and that if she wants snacks, she needs to go to the store. She said I was being stingy because it was just a tiny bit of food. So I started a tab.
Oh.
Every time she took a sample, I wrote it down in my notes app with the price. Yesterday, I sent her a Venmo request for $15 with the caption snack tax. Jen totally flipped. Yeah, snack tax.
That's funny.
Jen totally flipped. She can't believe I'm nickeling and diming her for a few crackers and some noodles. My other roommate thinks it's funny, but says I should have just put a lock on my drawer instead of sending the Venmo. Am I the asshole?
Oh, that's hard, because generally, I would probably be like, well, it doesn't really matter that much, but it does seem like this person is taking advantage of, the situation. So I do feel like the other roommate does have a point where like you should just put like had a conversation with her and then like
Yeah.
locked it. Yeah, and been like, nah, we're done here. The Venmo might have been like a step too far, but I do see like wanting to get the money back, like some compensation.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I don't know, what do you think?
Um, I do see both sides. I think I do agree with the OP when with the whole ramen thing. That was a step too
Yeah, that was
far.
a
Where
step
it's
too
just like,
far.
hey, this isn't just a
That was
snack. Like,
expensive, and like eating half of them, that's not good. Like one pack would be like, oh, I wanted to taste, not
yeah,
like half the pack.
yeah. Even with us
Yeah,
as partners, like
yeah,
I don't like to open something if you haven't opened it already, unless
yeah,
it's been explicitly like for me and like you don't even touch it. Then I'm just like, okay,
yeah.
well,
Then it's like fine.
yeah, I know this is mostly for me,
Yeah,
if not all for me.
which is funny because if we both operated on that, we would never open anything. So one of us like has to open something.
Yeah,
But like, yeah, like I never mind you opening like anything
yeah,
really, but I do think that in this specific case, like that's a little because you're not like even like super close friends. I don't know, like I think it's fine if the person offered, but I never would have been like, I'm just gonna nom your food because I can because it's
yeah,
here. Like I would have like definitely like
yeah.
asked
I
and
would have starved to death before I would have,
yeah, like
um, imposed myself.
yeah, and it does seem like she is asking a bit here and there, but it does seem like it's evolved into her just like taking whatever she wants.
Yeah, she's like slowly turning up the dial. It's like
Mhm.
that analogy of like, frogs in a pot of like warm water, and like they don't realize that it's getting hotter and hotter
Yeah.
until it's like too late. It does feel like she's pushing the boundaries,
Just a little
and
bit.
like if there's no pushback, then she's just gonna keep pushing and pushing and pushing,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it'll become normalized, and then once you finally snap, it's just like, oh, where did this come from?
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me or
Yeah.
whatever?
They said that they're like 19.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this is like around now. This is just something like that I have noticed. It's not like a definitive like judgment or anything on anybody,
Yeah.
but I have noticed that a lot of like Gen Z does have a tendency to do this whole Venmo thing, like quote unquote like nickel and dime, even though it's not necessarily nickel and diming here.
Yeah.
I do notice that quite a bit, where like instead of just like covering the whole tab and then the other person getting you next time,
Yeah.
they're really like splitting things like very evenly down the middle, even if it's like making things inconvenient for other people, whether it's like in the drive-through or whether it's in like a more like cafe or like diner/restaurant setting, like making it more inconvenient for like the servers and stuff. That's just something I've noticed because like I feel like not necessarily true for everyone like millennial wise, but I feel like a lot of times it really is just like you get it, I get it, like with friends like that. But I don't know, like I think it just depends on the person too, and like how you were raised and like things like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know if that's coming into play here, why like she immediately jumped into the whole like let's Venmo you instead of just putting a lock on it,
Yeah.
where
yeah.
like I feel like most people may have taken the lock route, but I don't really know. I feel like that's situational too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think someone responded saying like, "Oh, you should go into her room and eat her snacks."
Oh, that's like petty. Yeah, that's like pretty petty. What if she doesn't have any snacks?
And I was gonna say, I'm just like, she does not strike me as someone who keeps a mini fridge and like a snack drawer.
No, and if she does have snacks, they're probably not like the snacks that this girl has.
Yeah.
Like this girl is giving like I have special snacks or like a good amount of like lots of snacks.
I might go petty in the opposite direction, where like I'll stop stocking my fridge.
Yeah, you get no snacks.
Yeah, so it's just like we both suffer.
Yeah. If I go down, you go down with me.
Yeah.
Kind of mentality.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think that that's like push. Like, I feel like this is kind of also an age old problem with like roommates or like people that you share like places with. They're like, oh, you're eating my food or you're eating my thing. And it's like there's a certain level where it's like, okay, it's fine if it's like one time or two times. It's another thing if you stop asking. It's another thing if like I bought an expensive thing and then you never even asked if you could have some. Like there are levels to this, and it's this is becoming more problematic.
Yeah, and I think some people, they say dorm, and like 19 makes me think, okay, this is like college age.
College, yeah.
Maybe if you've never, I don't know, if you were like maybe more sheltered, and like that was just the thing to do, like in your own household, which kind of makes sense, when it's family.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
But this is like a communal space, and you don't like know these people like family, so
Yeah.
it's like, and there's not been like an established ground rule that like, oh, it's okay for me to come in and like take your food. Then yeah, like she's kind of giving the vibe. The girl having this problem is giving the vibe of like they like said like once in a while you could have this whole thing, but not like every single time you're in my room you're eating all my snacks, kind of situation. I don't know. Yeah,
And
I feel like she's not the asshole.
no, I don't think she's the asshole. And I do think though that like it's easy when there hasn't been pushback, and that boundary has been pushed and pushed and pushed.
Yeah.
To once there is pushback, to then turn around and say, "Oh, you're nickel and diming me." It's just like,
Yeah.
or like, "Oh, you're being stingy." It's just like,
yeah. Why is it, oh, you're being stingy, and not, oh, why were you?
it looks like that to the like to the unnuanced eye, but
yeah, like
we understand like the situation runs a little bit deeper. And more complicated than that.
Yeah, because they've reached a level at this point where like the ramen was like the last straw. Like it's like she was already uncomfortable and then didn't say something immediately, and then this ramen thing pushed her over the edge. Yeah, where it's like, things probably should have been said prior to this, but this was like the last straw type vibe.
Yeah.
And like if the roommate's getting that mad at you for like getting mad for like, oh, you're not letting me have food that you bought, that I didn't buy, that I had no hand in purchasing whatsoever. Like, I don't know, like.
But again, that might have just been like how they grew up in their household. Like,
yeah,
if you're used to like your parents just buying everything and
which maybe you're right, but then that definitely needs to be a conversation.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And I think that's kind of what college is for, like having those like harder conversations. Because some people, that's like the first time they ever experience living with other people.
Yeah.
That like aren't family. So
yeah,
like maybe she is kind of going for like a familial, like, oh, we're like friends or whatever. And so I'm just going to like go into your pantry kind of vibe. But it's not really that's not like, she's obviously, OP is obviously very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
With like this whole, you're taking my food. That's not great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we're in agreement. Not the asshole.
Was that like the consensus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty much the consensus.
Yeah. Because that's annoying.
Yeah. It's like, I'm fine to share little things like the chips and if you want to try a drink, sure. But when it's like 24/7.
Yeah.
That's just going to get annoying very quickly.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, especially if they're not like contributing, like or like restocking or
Right, and if it's very one-sided. Yeah. That's going to get.
Yeah. Like I would definitely be like, oh, like especially if it was happening like in a consistent manner, if it's not like, cuz there's definitely like a line of like, okay, what is hospitality versus what is just like taking advantage.
Taking advantage,
Yeah, and so if like someone's offering, that's kind of like hospitality. Kind of thing. But if you're going in and you're not even really asking, or if you're asking and you're taking like multiple of things, I think at that point it's like, okay, you should like either buy something to like restock it, or like you should put some money in a pot or something to be like, hey, this is for like your next round of snacks, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like just to compensate the fact that you are like eating some things.
Yeah, I think one of the replies said that like, oh, a good friend would be like, would have a $20 bill and be like, hey, here's for all the snacks I've had.
Exactly, yeah. And not like throw it back into your face, being like, oh, you're nickel and diming me now. Like they would have already offered to like help pay. Like, and I think that's a, kind of a good idea to be like, oh, like if this does become like a, oh, we're stocking for like the whole dorm kind of thing, then people put money into a pot and then you just kind of, do the whole thing and like buy the snacks when you reach a certain limit or whatever.
Yeah
or you run out, whatever comes first, I guess.
Yeah
Yeah,
not the asshole.
No, No, definitely not.
All right, cool. That's all I have for Am I the Asshole?
Okay. Cool. TikTok time?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We got plenty of time for TikToks.
So many TikToks.
Alrighty.
What is that? Is that 8 million?
Mm-hmm.
Wired to by mistake? Okay, let's do that one. 8 million's insane. By mistake? How do you make that mistake? Wrong routing number?
When I look back and think about regrets that I have in life, I'm pretty sure I will always remember June 28th, 2024. That was the day
Oh my
that
god.
Fidelity incorrectly wired $8.7 million.
So this is like a real thing that happened, not like
and my
hypothetical.
noble ass called them to let them know that there had been some mistake and to let me know what I needed to do to help resolve the situation and get that money back to whoever needed it. And I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that whoever was wiring $8.7 million and didn't even take the time of day to make sure that that was processed correctly, because we did find out that they had messed something up,
Oh my
probably
god.
didn't need that money that bad, right?
That's crazy.
So,
What would you do in that situation?
yeah.
Okay, well, honestly, if I'm being real, I would not have called. I would have literally done nothing and just waited.
I think that's the best
Yeah.
middle ground thing you could do.
Yeah.
Like, just wait it out.
Yeah.
Let the bank contact you if there really is a problem.
Yeah.
I would wait at least a year.
Yeah, before touching anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would act like, well,
Something like that.
or do I transfer it to a high yield savings account? Let the interest.
But
Well,
see,
they'll take that anyway if they.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, it's in your account. So then, how does that work? Do you own that money now? That the interest that was accrued, but then like, did that even belong to you because that money wasn't yours to begin with? I don't really know how that works.
A lot of people said they would have just transferred it out to another account and transferred themselves out of the country.
That's funny. I could see that. Yeah, because like at a certain point, it's like you're bad. Like.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know. I probably realistically wouldn't have done anything.
Yeah.
I would have just waited it out and seen what happened.
Yeah. So I'm going to bring up a little story that you might remember happened to me. Like, it was actually to my business Venmo account.
Mm-hmm.
I was randomly sent,
Yeah.
I don't know, like, I think it was like 70 or 80 bucks for a transaction I didn't recognize. And there was a note, I forget what it said, but it was still something that was like, this is still unclear. And I had heard that, like, you know, this was like a common scam. If you transfer it out, like that money might have been sent to you with like a stolen card or something like that.
Yeah.
And then like that person will then request it back, and then Venmo will give it back to them. And if you had already transferred it out, you're obligated to like then give it back. And like now they've gotten like double the money, or it's however that works. So I was just like, okay, I think this is a scam. I'm just gonna leave it in there, and whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
I left it. I waited upwards of 3 years, I think, and nothing happened. And after that, I'm just like, fuck it, this money's mine. Sorry, you lost it.
Yeah.
So, but nothing in comparison to $8 million.
$8 million is insane.
Oh my God.
And to not double, triple check that you are sending it to the correct person, like the correct banking information. Like, that's crazy to me that you didn't do
that amount of money?
Yeah, I do that with like lesser sums. Like, what do you mean you didn't check for like almost $9 million?
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Like, in that case, like, I wouldn't feel comfortable like spending it, because like, what if you used it and then like you had to pay it back?
Yeah.
Because then I'd be like, well, what if you didn't have the money? Like, do they come after you now? Like, whose fault is that?
Would. Well,
yeah, like, whose fault is that at that point? Like,
my luck, it would be my fault. But yeah, God damn. I think one of the first comments is here is like, see if I can find it. basically, it was like, before you even finish your story, I was already pissed off.
Honestly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because, like, this doesn't happen to, like,
Anybody. Yeah.
anybody. Like,
I mean, that's very rare that would have happened. I thought this was going to be like a hypothetical question, not that it really happened to somebody.
No.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, what do you mean? Like,
God damn.
and I guess, like, you don't really know, like, what you would do in that situation until it happens to you.
Yeah.
But I do realistically think that I would just leave it there and I would not contact anybody. That is your job to contact me because this is a deposit that I had nothing to do with. Like, that is your job. Like, figure it the fuck out on your end because I'm not doing anything.
Now, if
like,
you only had one bank account and you just saw that every single day, that would be a little hard.
I
Like,
would transfer
I'd transfer it out to
out.
another one, but still not touch it.
Yeah, I would
And
definitely.
just, you know, if and when they're like, hey,
yeah, they come knocking.
that ain't your money, I'll be like,
Be like,
all right,
okay,
here you
bet.
go.
Like,
Just-
you can have it back. But
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want any trouble, but
Yeah.
also, like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
honestly, it, like, in a perfect world, you know, I feel like in this case, she should have gotten, like, a little bit of compensation for, like, the honesty. That would have been, like, ideal. Because what the hell are you transferring almost $9 million for? Like, what is that for? Like, what do you, like, I want to know. Like, I want to know all the details, like, bare minimum. Like, what are you using this money for? Because that's a lot of money. Like, life-changing money multiple times over.
I feel like you'd be waking me up in the morning and be like, Juan, look.
I'd be, like, taking pictures. Yeah, for real. I don't know. It's crazy. Like, yeah, was that what you would do too? You would just, like, let it sit there?
Yeah. I would, again.
Yeah.
I've waited longer. I can
we can
continue to wait.
We can wait. Because, like, yeah, it does make you wonder, like, if she never said anything, like, would they have really noticed, like, how much money, like, do they have? Like, if they have, like, a crap ton of money, maybe that's just, like, a drop in the bucket. Like,
maybe.
you know, maybe they're just like, oh, that's, like, chump change. Like, oh, must have spent that on I don't know. What cost 10 grand? Like, you know, or like $9 million.
Oh, this person
Like, multiple.
said, you have the best fun fact for a work icebreaker. Quote, I used to be a millionaire.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and that's even, like, in technicality, like, I guess, yeah, but then also no, because, like, you can't reasonably spend the money because you didn't earn the money.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
money moved. Account closed.
yeah. Yeah.
I would have asked to keep $86,117. Yeah. Hey, finder's fee. Come on now.
Right?
Give me something.
Something. Yeah.
Proof that being a good person doesn't mean nothing.
Yeah. This could just be like, oh, you have decided to donate to my charitable organization. Thank you for that.
Why does this always happen to people who are more moral than me?
Yeah. Because I feel like realistically, my biggest worry would be like legal ramifications. I would be like, well, what does this mean? Like, I would definitely like probably go to a lawyer at that point and be like, yo, I don't know what the hell to do in this situation. Because, like, what does it mean? Like, do they take it back? Like, I think reasonably, like, they would take it back. But what if they don't? Then what do you do? Because then you have to worry about taxes and, like, I guess this counts as income now? Like, I don't really know. I didn't do anything to earn this money. Like, yeah.
Again, I would have just kept my mouth shut.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
exactly.
would have laid low.
Laid low. Yeah. But then, like, that's the thing, though. If you wait years, because this isn't like an $80 situation. This is like $9 million. So if nothing happens for years, it's like, well, then you're liable tax-wise probably because that's going to show up because it's all digital. It's not like it's cash. So it's like, what do you do? Like,
Cash it out.
cash all the money. But then there's a trace though, like that you did that. So now it's like obvious what's going on. I don't know. I don't know. That's a lawyer question, I think, or like a tax.
Well, hey, you can figure that out with a lawyer because you got the money.
You got the money. No, you can't spend the money because, like, what if they want it back? I don't know.
God damn.
This is a legal.
Keep the legal fees.
This is a legal, moral, and accountant question.
Yeah.
Like this is like a lot of things.
Yeah. So let us know in the comments, what would you do?
Honestly.
I would just keep my mouth shut.
Yeah. What? Marry and have a baby with a fictional character? Okay. Is this AI?
No.
What is this?
This is a hypothetical.
Question of the day. If you had to marry and have a baby with a fictional character, who would that be?
Okay, this is a hypothetical.
Yeah.
What's your answer?
I don't know yet. I'm still thinking.
You're still thinking. I don't really know either. Like off the top of my
My
head.
Twilight ass. Mine is going right to Bella, but
Bella. Book Bella or movie Bella?
I don't know. I would consider them one and the same.
Oh, they're not the same character at all.
Okay,
They're very
well
different.
then
That's
Kristen
like-
Stewart. No,
And Kristen Stewart. Yeah, okay. So Kristen Stewart.
no, Hermione, because Emma Watson's my. Well,
Well, that's again book or movie. Obviously, movie for you.
I guess movie. Yeah.
Yeah, because again, pretty kind of like that's like saying, oh, book Jenny or movie Jenny. Well, you definitely book Jenny because like book Jenny is like totally different from the movie, so like that matters obviously. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I really don't. I don't think I've ever really considered this, to be honest. So I'm not really sure, like off the bat.
I'm gonna say that like gender does not matter.
Well, that's all. That also doesn't help, but because gender would have already not mattered to me. But yeah, I don't know any fictional character. Yeah, I don't know. This is actually kind of hard.
And you don't even have to think of books too. You can think of like shows, movies, video games.
Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking.
I'll give
the
you
whole
bonus points if it's a non-human person. If you're just like, oh, I really like this rock from this book, the Sorcerer's Stone. No.
no. Oh yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, this question's too complex for me. I feel like because I'm thinking about like everything. I'm like, oh well, you have to have a kid with this person, so they have to be like a good parent. Like, because then it's chaos otherwise. Wait, your kid would be like Renesmee, maybe. Well, like, maybe, kind of. I don't know.
I'd be happy with Renesmee.
Oh my God, Renesmee. Jeez. Well, I guess it wouldn't be Renesmee because it would be like, it's not Edward's kid, so it wouldn't be actually Renesmee. But yeah, Bella would still probably want to name her Renesmee because Esme, Renee, still maternal figures in her life, but. I'm trying to think of like anybody else. Yeah, I don't know. This one's kind of hard for me. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who I would do. Not that there's not like people, but like realistically.
I need one answer. Just one answer.
Just one answer. Oh man.
Doesn't have to be your number one answer. Just an answer. How about someone from Bridgeton?
No, I wouldn't realistically ever do that.
This is not a realistic question.
Well, I mean, if we were in some like level of like time warp and this was realistic, I wouldn't do that. But if I had to pick anybody from Bridgerton,
No, just it doesn't have to be Bridgerton. I'm just trying to give you a world
like,
to narrow it down.
Yeah.
Again, think of like a video game, anime, animation,
Yeah.
Avatar.
Avatar. I mean, I feel
How about
like
Korra?
I mean, yeah, I would maybe do Korra, just because I feel like Korra is like, Now, well, that's maybe controversial. People don't really like Korra.
It doesn't matter what people
No,
like
no.
if you like her.
I'm just saying I like Korra, sure, but like
Yeah.
like controversial because not everybody likes even the show, let alone the character. So, but yeah, I guess Korra. I guess I would do Korra.
All right.
I don't know.
There we go. There's an answer.
There's something. Yeah, I would have to actually think about this if I was going to give a real answer, because that's like too much. There's too much to think about for this one.
Gotcha. All right. Let's do one more.
Ooh, many degrees as you want or dream appearance.
I've been waiting for this one.
Yeah. How
Here
long has
we
that been
go.
on here?
Maybe past like 2-3 weeks. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Would you rather be able to get as many degrees as you want, so like undergraduate, master's, PhD, as many as you want in anything you want? It doesn't have to be something that's already offered. You can get it in just something that you're really, really nichely interested in, and you never have to pay for it. It's all free, and you never even have to worry about the financial strain that it's going to put on you. You don't have to have a job while you're in school. You don't have to worry about, not getting paid and housing and rent. Like, there's no financial strain, and you get to get as many degrees as you want up through a PhD in whatever you want, and it's guaranteed that you're going to graduate. So no financial stress. It's guaranteed you're going to get these degrees, anything you want. Or have your absolute dream physical appearance for the rest of your life. You're going to age, but for the rest of your life, you're going to look like exactly how you would want to look at the age that you're at forever. Like, you don't even have to do anything to maintain it. You're just going to look like that just because. You don't have to do anything to maintain it. Be honest.
I know what I would
I
choose.
think people have knee-jerk reactions to this.
Mm-hmm.
In the sense of like, oh, it's definitely this or it's definitely that.
Mm-hmm.
But when you really pit them against each other,
Mm-hmm.
it really is, I think, a lot closer than you might expect.
I can see that. I think
like a decision to make.
Yeah. I also think that like it does depend on like maybe what you more
Value.
or like are interested in, because everybody's interested in like degrees and learning and stuff. Like that's not everybody's cup of tea. Like you might have more value in your appearance and how that affects things too.
Right. I think in this scenario, it is interest based in the sense of like what degrees would you want to obtain? So
Yeah.
if you're not interested in obtaining a degree in like a medical field, then like obviously you don't have to.
Well, of course, but I'm also just saying that people may not even choose that option because that just simply isn't something they value. Like they may choose the other option simply because they value that particular thing more, like your physical appearance, like because I think it's valid to say that does get you places too.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I guess this is a battle of which tool to get you to the place that you want are you going to choose?
Yeah. And I mean, like, who doesn't like the idea of like never needing a skincare routine because you always look perfect? Like, you don't necessarily need that. I know what I would choose. Do you know what you would choose?
I'm still deciding.
Mm-hmm.
I have where I'm leaning, but which would you choose?
Definitely the degrees.
You struck me as a degree person.
100%. Because like it is guaranteed you'll graduate. So like you could put in as technically, if you wanted to, as little or as much effort as you wanted to do to get these degrees. That might not be the best course of action, but like I guess in theory, like if you wanted like a physics degree and you're not particularly good at math, you could just keep going anyway.
The way I'm kind of interpreting this would you rather hypothetical is that it's more, I wouldn't even like describe it as like degrees. It's more like you can almost instantly master like a skill or have the knowledge of a certain field of expertise.
Yeah.
Or your perfect physical appearance.
Yeah, this kind of reminds me a little bit of like what superpower you would want to have, and I would always say that I wanted like to know every single language.
Mm-hmm.
So you always have like you never have to worry about connecting with other people. You always just instantly know like the cultural context and like the language and how to like communicate with other people in other places. That the learning kind of gives me the same sort of vibe that you would just maybe more or less master this knowledge. But then the whole like it's weird because the graduating part is like, oh, you're going to graduate, it's like guaranteed, but then it's also like, do you have to go? Is that a stipulation or does it not matter? Like you just
right.
Yeah.
That's why like I almost don't like that it's phrased as like getting a degree. Let's just say that like you're able to master a skill and have the knowledge or expertise of a certain field.
Yeah, if we're going with
whatever
that,
field you want.
I would 100% take the mastering everything.
And you were already on that side, so like you're even more so.
Yeah, because if we're going off of like exactly what she's saying, yeah, I like the aspect of learning. So like, yeah, I would like to go to school. A lot of my problems with like my desire to go back to school or whatever has everything to do with the fact that it costs too much money. Like it's too much money. It's a lot of effort. You have to work oftentimes like around the school, but also try to find time to like actually keep your life going. And not everybody is like privileged enough to, have the opportunity. So I think that that like, as much as I would want to like actually go back to school, it is kind of like not realistic unless I want to get into even more debt. So to have like an opportunity to go back and not even have to worry about that is like A plus. Like I want that.
Yeah.
I would want that opportunity. Not to say that like the other half isn't also valuable, because it is really nice to like not really worry about, your skin, or like not really worry about like your hair, or like you can consistently have like everything you want, like looks wise. I think that's also pretty valuable too, but I don't know. What do you think?
I think ultimately, I guess I'd go practical too and
do
the degrees
Yeah.
option. But for the longest time, I was on the fence with the appearance thing, because it's like that's something. A lot of times you can only control up to a point, whereas like the degrees one, the education one is like more of a possibility than the appearance one, whereas sometimes you can't. Oh, like for example, like I could be taller if I wanted, and like that's not something I could like ever just like work at.
Yeah, you can't work at being
That's
taller.
something I just
like,
whatever you're born with, that's what you got.
Yeah, that's what you got. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Like, and that also makes you wonder, like, is it working within those parameters? Like, you're working within the parameters that you do have, but you can like alter it? Or is this just like anything? Like you can do anything you want?
you're talking about the appearance side?
The appearance side.
I would
yeah.
imagine anything.
Yeah. So this is like plastic surgery on steroids. Like,
yes, but like
basically.
not like no chance of bad plastic surgery.
Yeah. Like this is like,
it's like however you want to look, you'll look exactly
this is
like
like
that.
you're in Sims, and like you can make the perfect person. Yeah. Which I mean, that also has like value too.
Me coming back looking like Edward Cullen.
That'd be fucking insane. I would be like, who are you? Like,
It's me, Juan.
be like, no, it's not. What do you mean? You look like Robert Pattinson. Like, what the hell? That'd be crazy. Like, who would you, if you did though? Like, is there anybody you would want to look like, or would you? Like, if you did do the other option, is there anybody you would want to look like, or would you just like alter like how you already look a little bit?
I'd probably like still keep me recognizable, but like kind of Frankenstein parts from other people. I'm just like, ooh,
you're like, I like
Robert
this,
Pattinson's jawline, please.
Yeah.
The hair of Grant Gustin.
Yeah, like pieces are of other people.
Yeah.
I guess
the statue.
I guess you could even alter like your hair, like how you always want like a wavier texture.
My God.
Yeah, like you could do that.
Yes, if I wouldn't have to like style it at all, then that just was naturally like got a little bit of a wave to it. I'd love that.
Yeah.
Give me the eyes of who has pretty eyes? Zac Efron. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
Give me the stature of Henry Cavill. Oh my God.
That'd be crazy. Yeah, because I guess that like physical fitness and everything too. I wonder if that's like that. This is like me thinking too hard on it, honestly. But like, does that translate to health as well, or is it just like simply outer appearance? Like, because like a more like muscular physique might say something about your health potentially.
I'm gonna say like the physique part, yes, but like no
to the rest of it.
You're not immune to like health things.
Like it's not like longevity.
Like you might look like you're in tip-top shape, but you might actually not be.
Yeah, because I mean, she did say that like you do age and stuff. So
yeah. Again, both. It's a tough decision, and like I know like the appearance one might seem vain, but there's very valid points to it. Like,
yeah, there's valid points. I would feel like I don't feel like
like
it's
we
like
believe in pretty privilege. That's
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
a thing.
for sure, and like I think, and also to think it depends on what you want to do. Like, say for instance, if someone wanted to go into modeling, well, yeah, of course you'd pick the one where you don't have to do like you don't have to get up mad early in the morning. You just wake up out of bed and you quite literally look perfect.
Yeah.
Like, of course you would do that. Or if you were an actor or actress, yeah, of course you would pick the one where you look perfect as soon as you get out of bed. Like, no, because like what you want to do with your life dictates like this decision. I feel like,
Yeah.
yeah, like I feel like that's what really matters more, like who you are as a person. Like, not to say that it's like one is like less vain than the other, kind of thing, because like there's like intellectual vanity, I think, as well, in some ways. Like, that's not necessarily the right phrasing, but
No,
some people are more
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
get it though. I get what you're trying to say.
yeah. So I think that like it depends on what you want to do as a person with your life to make whatever decision you make more applicable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, just depends.
Yeah. I think this is definitely like a good question to see into someone's like character, their motives, and like maybe what they want in life.
But you also have to have them elaborate. You can't just like take it at face value, because
Yeah.
like the face value is like you would also be judging them based on like what they
yeah,
decided.
they'd have to explain their side.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't just be like, oh, I picked like the I look good, like, as soon as I wake up one, and think, oh, that's vain, like, because that might not necessarily be true. It might actually have some practical impact depending on like what they're doing, like
Yeah.
what their job is. Yeah, like, and like I would imagine for like an actress or a model or something like that would make a lot of sense, because like not only would that save you time, because you wouldn't have to be at like the studio or be wherever to get yourself all made up. Like, that would save you time. It would also save you energy. It would save you like probably would lengthen your career, I would imagine, because you do have to worry about aging, but you would probably look at your like tip top shape like for longer. So I feel like that would that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense for like what you were doing.
Yeah. I agree. I think that's a good question.
Yeah.
Good question to figure out what people want. Alrighty. Any last thoughts before we wrap things up?
No, I think I'm good. What about
All
you?
right. I'm just gonna ask anyone listening, what would you do? Would you take the degrees or would you take the dream appearance?
Oof,
Let us.
so interesting.
Yeah, let us
Yeah.
know, and for what reasons too. Elaborate.
Yeah, you have to have the reasons. It matters.
But that is going to do it for us for this episode. Thank you so much for joining us and listening. If you don't want the party to end, consider joining us over on Patreon, where we do extra content and record for a few extra minutes after the episode ends. Or if you'd like, you can buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/nuanceafpod. Drinking some Dunkin' today.
Solid.
You are particularly a fan of their butter pecan.
Oh, the butter pecan's my favorite. So good. That's what I get like basically every time.
Yeah.
I don't deviate much from that one.
Hey, people like what they like. But if you want a free way to support, you can consider subscribing to us on YouTube. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so that our channel can be monetized. You can find all our links in the description/show notes or at linktree/nuancedafpod. That is linktr.ee/nuancedafpod. Thank you so much for joining us and listening. And remember, in a world where nothing is black and white, it is our job as human beings to find, understand, and be that nuance. Because we are all nuanced AF.